today? Hey loves, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Ty. This is Lucid Luxury, where we experience our version of the kingdom of heaven. We are lucid in our awareness. So just rest, relax, and receive. I don't want to do a long intro today because I really want to get to it. And let me catch my breath. So, yeah, I know I use the sim analogy a lot. Play from the awareness of the player, like play the game from the awareness of the player. And I had meditated on it and I was like, well, who the hell is the player? Because y'all have seen the sim, like the avatar that y'all see presented here, Goddard. We've talked about how Goddard is now present. Goddard only knows luxury, never known lack, need, scarcity, never known any of those type of emotions. So I was like, how could that be true for Goldie? So I was meditating on it and I met the player. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, beautiful goddesses. I'm going to really go through this because it is layered, and then I'm going to answer questions. And I will most likely will create a membership just because these concepts are getting so intricate that I really want to discuss it with people and answer questions for those who really want to know, because this gets very, very deep. But anyway, let's keep going. So I was like, okay, so God, who's the player? We talk about playing the game from the player's awareness. But me here in the 3D is experiencing Goldie's reality now. So who is playing Goldie? Like, I need to know, like, who is playing Goldie? And this is going to be trippy. So I want you to ask yourself, this is something you're going to have to take later on. You probably have to replay it, watch it back. I want you to ask yourself, who is your player? Like, who you watching this, like Summer for you. Summer is watching this, but who is playing Summer? Like, did you ever wonder that? Because I was thinking about, let me slow down so I can make sure I give y'all this. So I was thinking about Tanya. Tanya is who created the foundation of all of this. Tanya is that corporate baddie. Tanya is the scientist. Tanya is the responsible one. And then we had Ty. Ty is the one who really solidified lucid luxury. She's the one who truly built the container for lucid luxury. And then we have Goldie, who gets the experience of lucid luxury. Tanya and Ty really built the foundation, but Goldie presenting now, never known lack, never known scarcity, never known doubt. She is the one that's experiencing this entire luxury. But I realized, again, if you think about soul time, these are all different personas within soul time. So even thinking about it from the Sims, the save files. So if you think about the player, I'm gonna slow it down. So think about the player. The player gets the person playing the Sims create multiple different families. If you've ever played the Sims, you don't create one family. You create multiple families. So I started seeing each persona like Ty, Tanya, Goldie are all different files within the game. So the player can choose who they're playing at which point. This is why we say you only experience reality from your point of creation. So from the sim file that the player opened, that is the persona that's presenting itself. Like me earlier, I had to do a presentation in the whole research space. And I was like, okay, this is Tanya. Like, this is Tanya's field. Like, Tanya is the one that's an expertise in the research field. So I was like, okay, but that does not mean once I get off of this presentation that I have to still be Tanya. Like, the player can choose a different persona. So I'm like, oh, I could just be Goldie now. But then it goes back to, okay, well, who is the player? Like, who is choosing all of this? And this is where those different levels of awareness came. And I was really meditating on it, y'all. This is going to be trippy. This is going to be that internal work. Y'all, I'm about to show y'all. just stay tuned. If you have questions, put your questions in the comments and I'm going to answer them after. And if you're watching it back, just put your questions in the comments and I'll try to answer them after. But I'm going to answer the ones who's been on the live for sure. Now, so you, player. So think about it like this. I'm going to do my best. So you are the player. From your point of creation, this is you. And then let me get a different color. Oh, this is so good. Oh my God, y'all have no idea. It's good just me doing it this way. Y'all, this is gonna get so trippy. I feel like it's already getting trippy and I'm just getting started. Okay, so we see this. This is you, the player. This is your point of creation. And remember, all realities exist on the infinity symbol. So Tanya's existing, Ty's existing, Godie's existing. They're all here existing at one time. But you here at the point of creation, this is you, and you're creating and experiencing all of these different personas. So the question is, who are you, the player? Who is this person? Who is the one playing the game? We know that it's God, but who really is this? This is where I want y'all to name that person. And this is going to get trippy, and we're going to go in details once I create the membership, how we can really do this, how you can really tap into that person, the player. That version of you is usually the version that no one gets to see. This is the version of you that you're not even consciously aware is present. Like you're experiencing all of these personas, but the you that's playing the game is usually the version of you don't even talk about. And I had to realize for me, this is the version of me that I literally never spoke about. I don't speak about it literally to anyone, but this version of me has always been present. And I'm going to name her, y'all. Whew, this is trippy. So me, the player, that version of me, I'm going to tell y'all the name and then I'm going to tell y'all why. That version of me is Lizzie. So Lizzie is childhood me. Lizzie is the me that was born. Lizzie is the me that my family knows. Lizzie is the me that my close friends knows. Lizzie is the me who actually grew up playing these Sims and creating the entire family. So when I had realized, because Lizzie is your inner child, this is why I say it's that internal work. Lizzie is your inner child, that childlike nature. When God says, be like children, that's who Lizzie is for me. So Lizzie is the inner child. So whoever your player is your inner child. And for those who want to take it a step further, this is why I say stay spiritually grounded in this. Make sure you're spiritually and emotionally grounded. I want you to name your player. So whatever your childhood name was that you loved or whoever, name your player, because I had to realize Lizzie is the one who actually has played The Sims before in the first place. So when we talk about, let's see how to say this too. When we talk about energy alchemy, so I would say, Goldie's an alchemist. Goldie knows how to transmute all of this. But really, who's the true alchemist is actually Lizzie, because she's the one that's been playing every single one of these game files. And energy alchemy is only, available because Lizzie created the file. So at any given point, you, the player, can choose a different file that you want to be expressed as. And it's so funny because I realized that I have protected Lizzie like this entire time. Like I don't ever talk about her. A lot of people don't even know that's like my family's nickname. Like Lizzie was a shy one. And when I think about the player's energy, when I tell you this gets deep, and while we're going to have to talk about this on a membership, because I want you to think about the player's energy. And everything is so spiritual and connected. The player's energy is like water. Stay with me, because the element of water is free flowing. So, and then water holds history. Like truly your player's element is going to be water. And it's funny because I think about all of those of us who tend to cry or do all these things. And when we're thinking about the 3D, like, oh, I was crying, I was purging, I was doing this. That is a part of the player. Like that is a part of the persona. And even when we're going through these things and we say, well, stop manifesting, stop doing this, stop doing that, because you, the player, the element of water is simply being. Be. Like that's the I amness of it all. Like I am just is I am. So the player just is the player. So whenever you're going through the element of water, I like to use tears here. Like if you're crying, just be, like just take care of you, because you're taking care of the player, at which point you don't have to continue to play the game, pick a sim, pick a file to play as the player if that's not where you are. So let me see how to say that real good. So if you're just being you, like just being the player, if you find yourself, it's so funny now that I think about it. So if you ever find yourself in doubt, lack, need, I'm struggling, tired, this and that, Be the player. This is what I mean by that. I mean, literally just be. You're the element of water. There's nothing for you, the player, to create because, again, you've created all of this. At this point is when you're just I am. Like, just be. And then you can get back to playing the game when you're in a different state. But you have to take care of the player. This is why I say it's your inner child, because you have to take care of your inner child. You have to honor your inner child. Your inner child is truly the real alchemist of it all. This is why they say be playful, be joyful. And when you're manifesting, when you're in fun and play, you're usually very childlike because your player is actually your inner child. Yes, you're basically playing God, but you have to, it became, well, who is God? How can I name God? Like, you can literally name God. And for me, my inner child is the God, like, is the God of my reality, who is actually creating all of this, but tends to stay in the background because the inner child gets to experience everything your inner child ever wanted to experience through different points of creation. So if you go back to this, like, this is you, this is the inner child, this is you playing, and you get to experience everything your inner child has ever wanted to experience in the future, in the past, whenever, as different stems. Again, think about it as you playing a different file. But again, you're still the player playing every single file that exists. Rose Gold, if you don't understand the concept, let me know. Okay, let me go back. I'm on the swings, that's fun. I never played The Sims. That's okay, you can still understand the concept. Explaining The Sims or using a sim is simply for you to get the concept. It doesn't mean like you have to play The Sims for this to be true for you. It's just, it's an easier way for you to truly explain it. And I feel like, again, it goes back to everything being hidden in plain sight. Like, I've played The Sims growing up. I haven't played in years, but growing up, I played it, and it was like, all of this was really just describing reality in plain sight. And at some point, the level of awareness was coming to me. It's just funny because you're just living your life. And here you go. Never play by understanding. You're basically playing God. Yeah, we talked about that. Crazy things like putting them in pools, removing pool ladders. I used to do too. That's funny. Just killing off of him. But you have infinite. The thing is, even Princess, let's use that example. Say that this is going to get dark, y'all, but bear with me. Say that you created a sim family or a sim, and you decide that, okay, I'm just playing this sim for fun, but I really plan on killing off this sim. So let's use Princess as an example. So I put him in the pool as the player, and then I remove the ladder as the player, which means, I don't even know if I can say this. Your sim is now going to be unalive due to being in a pool without a ladder. However, that is simply one's persona. The player never dies. Like, the player cannot die. Your player is just going to play a different file now or create another sim. Think of it that way. Snake messy. Princess, now you need to be more consciously aware when you're playing The Sims. I told myself, think about my emotional state as a sim mood. Yes. Star is my inner child. Hi, Star. Welcome to the party. The game like that's how I feel about it. Yes. Now just transforming a real life key. Yes, the internal soul. And it's so funny because it really just made me think about how this is so much more trippy. Like, the point of creation is you. You are the point of creation. And when I say you, anyone who's on this live or watching the back, when I say the point of creation is you, I mean the player you. The point of creation is you. And on the infinity symbol from the point of creation, all different personas of you exist. So there's an infinite number of Sims files that you can choose from. You have created, all of creation is finished, so you have created an infinite number of realities or Sim files that you can ever play. And this is why we talk about your awareness. The reality that you're experiencing now is, where is your awareness? So here and now, where is your awareness? Where is your player's awareness? Where is your inner child's awareness? What does your inner child desire to experience? That's what it always becomes. What does your inner child desire to experience? So whatever that is where you put your awareness. So that is the file that you get to open. That is the game file or the family that you're choosing to experience now. This is why where your awareness here and now is so important, because if you're putting your awareness on an infinite number of files that you created, one of the files you hate, if that is where your awareness is, that is the file that's going to be present. That is the file or the game that you're playing. Move your awareness. Again, you get to change it at any moment. As the player, as you being the point of creation, you have the power, you have the luxury of changing that awareness at any given moment. You don't have to keep that file open. You can move your awareness to a different file. And y'all, when I tell you, this is about to go even deeper. With this knowledge, again, you're probably going to need to watch this video back. With this knowledge, I want you to now think of the how when it comes to manifesting. I was going to make another video, and I still am, but I'm going to touch on it now. Think of the how when you're manifesting. We say we don't know the how. That is not entirely true, because you, as the player from that point of creation, you know what you wrote the storyline already. So you technically do know the how. Where the surprise comes in is experiencing the how. So let me use this one for example. So I know I teach financial prosperity. You know that you want your dream car. Say your dream car is, I'm going to say mine, this is my video, is the Mercedes AMG 63X S Coupe. I know that is my dream car. So I know the desire is the dream car and the how is money. However, y'all know when I say you can cut out the middleman and just go to the dream car, like I just going to get the car. The issue with that is your player came for the experience of money. This is why I say you do know the how, because your player came for the experience of money. So you know the how is I'm going to use money to get the dream car. Where the pleasure comes in is you don't know how you're going to get the money. That is, it's so trippy, y'all. Like, it's like the desire within the desire, because the desire is the dream car, but the actual desire within that desire is the experience to have with money. Like, I want to experience my how being money, but I don't need to know how I'm going to get the money. I hope that makes sense. Let me know if y'all have questions. I just want to play the Sims now, just to play it with this level of awareness. Let me know if that made sense for y'all. Knowing the how, like the desire within the desire. Like, yeah, you, the avatar, the sim, don't know the how, but you actually do. You know that you want money. You know you want your dream car. You want money so you can get your dream car. Where the player knows that I want the experience of money, the experience of, let's see, fulfillment, the experience of, I don't even want to say earning, but the experience of just getting money. We all know how when we get money, how that feels. Specifically for me, I can say I like the experience of earning. So I want the experience of money, earning money, financial freedom. And then I want the experience of the car. Like, even though the desire is really the car, the desire within the desire is actually money. Like, I want the feeling or experience that money can give me to get the car. This is why I say you don't necessarily have to cut out the middleman, because that's actually the desire within the desire. However, at any given point, again, there's infinite number of realities. At any given point, if this experience, okay, well, I just want the car. Okay, I'm going to cut out the middleman and go straight to having the car. But I do this. So I do everything now for the plot twist. Like, I know I can manifest instantly 100% of the time. As a player, I know I'm coming from the awareness that I can manifest whatever I want right now. However, I came to this earth plane. I'm the player playing the Sims for the experience. So now I'm going to say, okay, I can manifest 99% of the time because I want that 1% to be the experience. I want the experience of learning how to manifest and then teaching other people and then experiencing financial prosperity to buy my dream car. That is really what you want. You want the actual entire experience, and you do know the how. You think it's the dream car, but it's really the entire experience that you want. Yes, the desire. Yes, I have a whole lot I'm going to create. The desire within the desire, literally. I think people think they're worried about the how, but actually when. Yes, princess, it's the when. It's like, okay, but when will this happen? I hope that makes sense. Let me make sure I got covered everything. Because y'all, when y'all come from the awareness, this is going to change everything for you. When you realize the universal alchemist of this entire 3D experience is the player being you being your inner child. It was like, it just took it back to every biblical verse you hear about being childlike, being this, being that. Like, God was very clear. Like, when I say, I'm like, God was actually very clear on how to play this game. We just don't listen. Like, we want to complicate it. God's like, I actually wrote it straight out for you. Oh. Princess, you are tea this morning. You said, how would it matter if you knew for sure it was going to happen on the 26th? You're right. It wouldn't matter. Like, it wouldn't matter what happened to this day if I knew that all of my dreams was coming true today. But then you're going to make me go deeper into meditation, Princess. Don't do that. Because then I'm going to be like, well, why don't I know that today is the day? We're not going there right now. If God said you're going to get $1 million by the end of the day, guaranteed 100%, wouldn't you be thinking how, or when? You wouldn't be thinking when either, because you know it's going to be the end of the day. The crazy thing is, I feel like this is why that be still and know that I am God. Because even then, I feel like God, because I talked to you about how God has given me specific dates recently. Like, literally recently, I get dates and I write it down. So it's like, God is even like, I actually do give you the win. Are you quiet enough to listen? Be still and know that I'm God. Like, go into your prayer closet. Like, are you quiet enough to listen? So when I give you these dates, that means your how, you already chose the how. You chose money to be the how. Everything is unfolding. Like, money is literally unfolding. You're literally living in the energy of money to get you to this specific date. Y'all, meditation is going to change your life. I just know it. You might wonder how, but let me see. I even got another revelation on revision. Like, God gave me a whole visual on revision. I'm going to make another video. Like, I have so many new videos to make because of meditation. I'm talking my hand over my mouth, my bad. Okay, let me make sure I didn't have nothing else I want to touch on before I go. Oh, y'all, I'm going to talk about this on the membership, because when I say everything is spiritual and even nature, I feel like the way, because I'm giving y'all the PG version of how God actually showed it to me in meditation. Because when I was in meditation, he actually showed me with the elements of earth, like how each persona is attached to an element of earth. I'm going to have to talk about that in the membership, because it gets so, like, God is so intentional. I said, when God is intentional about the way he created nature, the way he created us, how we truly are, I want to say one, like the whole energy of oneness. Like, I feel like we talk about oneness, but when God has shown me in the meditation, it's like the energy of oneness, like nothing is outside of you. And when I say nothing, I mean not the trees, not the water, not fire. Nothing is outside of you. From your point of creation, none of that exists outside of you, outside of God, outside of oneness. And it just blends together so well. Thank you, Princess. Working with Ty changed everything. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Y'all, oh, that's what I wanted to tell y'all. The reader, so this is what I'm going to do, because I was debating on how I wanted to do my membership. But what I'm going to actually do is create a membership where we start with the reader, because the reader, I redid it again this weekend, and it's so deep and thick. I was like, okay, like, I want a place where I can read this and share this information. So I'm going to create the membership to actually read from the reader and then discuss what we just read and let you answer questions. I'm like, that's the best way I can think about handling the reader that way. Let me see. Let me go back. You got so much going on. You might wonder how, but it would be more from the... Yes, that is the key. Princess said you might wonder how, but it would be more from excitement and expectation. Yes, it would be the state you're coming from. It goes back to what state are you in while you're doing these same activities? And you will be coming from the state of the player. And I want y'all to name this person. I don't want y'all to think of it as something, I don't know, like something conceptual, abstract. Name that person for you, because it's going to make it more real and you'll be able to tap into that energy a lot faster. It becomes, what state, what reality, what sim am I experiencing this through? It was life-changing. Let me see what you said. Summer. I think I must have missed something. It was life-changing. You get feeling in the morning of like something's going to happen today. Yes. Princess, I've been getting dates, but sometimes I'll get the morning of, like, y'all, yesterday, I don't want to call it horrible because that would be the perception I'm coming from. But yesterday was challenging and I hurt my back and I laid on the floor. This is why I say God is so intentional, because I was already emotional through some family grief. And then I was picking something off the floor and I pulled a muscle in my back, like I could not move. So I literally laid on the floor in my kitchen, never even done this before. And I just laid there. And then I ended up going into meditation. And then this is when God revealed it to me. God was like, I needed you still enough so you can truly see, like you truly want to experience the 3D the way you want to experience it. I have to forcefully set you still. And it was like the ground. Oh my God, I'm going to do this in the membership too, because it was called the player meditation, the way God gave it to me. And it's so detailed. Like you need to be in nature. You need to feel the elements, truly tap into the elements. And this was one of the first times I've meditated and my body got full body chills from head to toe as I was doing it. It's so good, y'all. Like God is very intentional. Oh, the same with Ty's reader. Thank you, Summer. Yes, Rose, you have to get into that meditation bag. And whenever I decide to create these memberships, you could join it because we're going to do meditation. That is going to change your life. Yes, I would love to hear about revision download. That I'm going to touch on it here, and then we're going to touch on it in the membership whenever I create it. So to sum it up, when I did revision, the way the download was given to me, I was like, okay, God, we don't need to know how revision works, blah, blah. But revision works because, I don't even know how to say this without sounding complicated. Okay, so think of the current version of you. The current version of you. So for me, Goldie's playing the game. Do you want to know why revision works? Because again, remember when I said Goldie has never known lack, struggle, scarcity. She's always been a millionaire. She's always been rich. She actually came from money. She literally just made millions for the hell of it because she wants the experience of earning. But Goldie has always been rich. Okay, so keep that in mind. Now, revision works because from the player's awareness, that is how Lizzie has already written Goldie's storyline. So revision is working because that has always been Goldie's storyline. Like you said, you're playing a different file of the game. And from Goldie's perspective, you created her this way. So therefore, her history will always be this way because your awareness is currently on Goldie. That is how revision is working. It's like, because your awareness is currently on Goldie and the player has already written that Goldie has always been a millionaire, always been rich, always came from money, never known lack. Revision is working because that has always been Goldie's history, like you said, because you already wrote it that way. This is how creation is finished. This shit is, y'all, when I say, y'all have no idea how crazy this gets. Working with Ty changed everything. Thank you. I still have a daily reminder. I am the opera and power. Everything is possible for me. Yes, sign me up. I did that and really helped. Ty, do you have a setting on top messages for all? Ty, do you have settings on your top messages for all? I don't know. I didn't know, Princess. Let me see. Oh, I do have it set for top. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Who said that? Summer, thank you. I never even thought about changing that. Thank you. I've probably been ignoring people's questions. I'm sorry. Created for a pole class, but starting applying it. Yes. Yeah. And your alter ego, you don't even call it your alter ego. Just call it your identity. Your pole dancing class identity still exists. So any given point, put your attention back on her if that's what you desire to experience. read the reader. It's parrot and listen on repeat. Thank you, Summer, for listening on repeat. Y'all, I was just gonna record. I was gonna record myself reading my reader to myself because I know how detailed it is. I was like, I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna also do it on the membership, like, cause we have to go in detail on every single. It's like every single section is gonna be its own live at this point. I'm excited for that side. Thank you. It really is. Today feels beautiful. It feels good near you. Yes, it is. Today does feel beautiful. Very true, my identity. Yes. Now let me go up and make sure I didn't miss anything. So that's why I said revision gets. Thank you. I was missing stuff. Thank you, Kavani. I was just watching your live. Chantel, when I play The Sims, I go. My bad, y'all. I didn't see y'all comments. Thank you so much for telling me. When I play The Sims, I go on change lives. You get 50K when you get a new car, because that's what I want. Yes, exactly. I'm like, you know what? And it's so funny because when I think about playing The Sims back when I did, even from a kid, there was different games that I would play based on how I was feeling that day. I'm like, oh, I want to be rich today, so let me just play the player that's been rich. Or you know what? I want my boyfriend to be cheating on me with the neighbor and she's pregnant. Like, let me go play that game. Like, where is your attention? It's so funny when I think back. Like, God is so intentional. Okay, let me go to the bottom. I don't see anything else. Yes. And your identity. Now, I want y'all to be clear. When I say make sure you're intentional with your words. When you say, I'm going to give my identity a new name, are you giving the sim a new name? Are you creating a new file? Or are you naming the player, which is your inner child? I want you to name the player moving forward because that's going to help your subconscious mind come from the awareness that you are the player. You are in your God state. I'm playing this 3D game from the player. That is where my awareness is. So from this awareness, so I'm playing the game today now from Lizzie. Now, okay, who is Lizzie going to experience in this moment? Last moment, Lizzie was just Tanya. So who is Lizzie now? Okay, now Lizzie wants to be Goddard again. It's like, where is your attention? For all of those who haven't played The Sims, let me know if that helped you understand it. Because revising law or something don't trigger. Yes, this is how you know when you're in the flow state, your God state, coming from the player, coming from whoever your inner child is when nothing feels uncomfortable to your nervous system. And you know why that is? Because you are the awareness that you are infinite and you've created every single one of these storylines and there's infinite number. So why would your nervous system react differently? Because you know, as the player, I already created all of this. So there's no reason for me to act differently to anything because I created this entire experience. You may come and sit down to play The Sims with excitement. So now I want to be Goldie. Again, I'm coming from a state though. I'm not saying, oh, I'm excited because Goldie exists. You already know that. I'm excited because I'm coming from the state of excitement. And now I want to experience Goldie's excitement in the game. I love that you changed your name, Sunrise. Thank you. Hey, Infinite. I'm not even jumping up and down. That's how I feel like now. I just feel like nothing. Again, we talked about this before. Again, we're here for the experience coming from the player. You know that. So I'm not going to say nothing can make me feel sad or anything like that because I have the human range of emotions. But none of that changes who the player is. None of that changes Lizzie. So Lizzie actually sees, this is why I say we're going to get deep into the elements. Lizzie actually sees her crying, the purging is her beingness. Like that's the water energy. Like we talk about being like free flowing like water, being your flow state. Water is currency. Like we talk so much about water. So Lizzie, the player, is the element of water. And she understands that every single emotion is coming from the element of water. So if she's crying, she knows that let me see how to say that. So if she's crying, she knows that element is simply water. This is why I say everything is connected. It's simply water, but it doesn't change the fact that all of these other realities still exist. So I hope that makes sense. Like I said, we're going to have to go deep. because it's so good. Yes, be still enough to receive all the answers because you have them. God is like, I just want, I'm giving you the game. I feel like God is like, I've given you every single thing you needed to know through this point. But are you still enough to receive it? Are you still enough to put your awareness on it? That's what I'm like. At this point, I feel like this awareness and the fact that I knew that I have been protecting Lizzie, not knowing that Lizzie was the player the whole time, this level of awareness changes the game. Like, it changes the game because, one, I already know my manifestations are instant, but I now understand why they're instant, how they're instant, from who's the player. Because we say we know because we're God, but it's like, okay, but who's playing God? Like, who's really behind these scenes? I want you to name that person for you because it helps your subconscious mind truly focus on your God state. That's really what it is. Like, you naming it doesn't change that you're still God, but you're able to absorb it more. Like, your nervous system is like, oh, okay, there's an actual name. Like Lizzie, God state. I can equate my name to the God state. So I hope that makes sense. It's really triggering that neuroplasticity, but that's another conversation. Okay, y'all. I'm really glad I found y'all on my manifestation journey. Y'all have been so encouraging and inspiring. Yes, thank you, Princess. I'm so glad we found each other. I'm so glad we all resonate with each other. And it's going to change the game for you. So that is going to be your homework before you go off this live. Who is your player? You watching me. I want you to think about it like this. You watching me is your sim. Who is your player? Who is your inner child? And name that person. Give that person a name. Again, if y'all don't know that, like, the way I explain it is you. But who is you? Who is you? Literally, who is you? Player. Player being, okay, Lizzie. Okay, so Lizzie exists. This is the player. I've named Lizzie of God consciousness. I've named my God consciousness, Lizzie. So now that we're doing this, Lizzie's existing, playing all of this, experiencing all of this on the infinity loop. Now, she gets to experience Ty. She gets to experience Tanya. She gets to experience Goddard. But there's infinite personalities. Infinite. It's literally infinite. That's it. It's just infinite. Your nervous system can't push back against an identity. Yes, that's the thing. It's like really, like when I say y'all, this is literally like the back door. This is the keys to the back door. If you want to play the 3D game, these are the keys to the back door right now. I told y'all time is the key. I remember I even shared that on a post. I shared time is the key. This naming your player is the key. For those who already know their player's name, that means you're no longer hiding behind the player. You're not like, oh, I don't say this, I don't say that, because y'all never heard me talk about Lizzie. Put his or her name in the comments because I want you to name your player. For those who don't know who your inner child is, don't know who your player is, literally your inner child's playing the game. Don't y'all know kids play the games? Kids literally play video games. Your inner child is playing the game. So name your inner child. You need to meditate on it. But name your inner child and don't overcomplicate it. I say when you meditate on it, it'll be so bright to you, like a light bulb, like that green plumb bob over your sim's head is going to light up. Like, oh, shit, Lizzie's playing this game. This is a game. Yes, it's so funny because it's like, infinite. The way I know I talk about the kingdom of heaven, and it was like the whole visual I got in meditation. Y'all remember I told you I've been keeping stuff PG because I got to be able to explain this the way that y'all can understand because this is usually not how I see it in meditation. But I'm gonna tell y'all now, this is how I saw it in meditation. So y'all know we've been talking about the kingdom of heaven, being in your kingdom of heaven. I live in a mansion in the sky. Like this is what y'all have heard me say over and over again. But what I had to realize was every version of me that I saw in that kingdom of heaven was a sim. And Lizzie the entire time has been in the mansion in the sky that nobody, like the forbidden fruit, no one can get to. Like the visuals was crazy. It's like, okay, everyone's been protecting Lizzie because she's ultimately how we're staying alive. She's ultimate the player. So it was like the doors open and it was like this bright light. And now this is Lizzie sitting on the throne. Like this who's been playing the game the whole time. Y'all have simply been Sims, literally Sims, simply been app creators, characters within the game. Oh shit, like it just gets so deep. But we've been on here for 40 minutes, y'all. If y'all don't have any questions, this is going to be a live. You must rewatch to really absorb it. Remember, name your player. Name your player. That is your homework. Go into meditation. I don't care. God put me on the floor for 20 minutes. So I don't care how long you need to meditate, but go into meditation so you can name your player, because that allows your subconscious mind to know an identity and you can start operating on soul time and with the awareness that I'm the player and I'm choosing each and every character, sim, that I desire to experience now. But you have to start with naming your player. And it's with the Y, Summer. It's Lizzy. And remember, while we're doing this, we do not entertain what we do not want to experience. And as always, I'm happy, I'm blessed, I'm free.